two names together and jumpstart a host of feelings and memories through Tuscaloosa and Baton Rouge. Moments of frustration, disbelief, and jubilation due to the battles that these two have had. From national championship games to season derailments, this rivalry has had it all, and we've got even more for you today. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the LSU Tigers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The LSU Tigers offense will have the ball first. These two teams always seem to fight tooth and nail, and LSU pulled out a close one last season.
Yeah, the Tigers found a way down the stretch to make plays against the mighty Crimson Tide, get that winning streak going, build some momentum for this year.
And that was huge for their confidence, too, in terms of closing out the season. So if they could put it back-to-back in this one, just think what that would do for this program moving forward.
Got the back over the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Quickly to the tight end. Corralled and brought down by the defense. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. You find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
From the gun on 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Has to get there to move the sticks. LSU will get a 1st down. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Matt, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Makes the catch. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Looking for room, it's McClure. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU!
What you gonna do? What you gonna do, nigga? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? No, what do, nigga? Here I go. Here I go.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Hey, stop scratching me here.
Alabama's offense taking the field. First chance we
Scratch
have to
again.
see them
Give me one
today.
fix look in here. Huh? You can stay here.
Defensive coordinator
Get out of here.
showing heat before the snap. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the
I
ball.
got no charge in here. There's a knocking on the door, though.
Like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, the offense is being aggressive here in their opening possession, trying to throw the ball in the first two plays. They went incomplete first down, and now they take a sack on second down. This is not going to script, and they understood it was going to be a challenge against this defense. And I love the fact that they're going to be aggressive trying to throw, but the execution has got to be better.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down?
What?
How do you prevent the opponent from
What do
keeping
you
drives
want,
alive?
Chantel?
Right there, tackling the
What
catch,
do
giving
you
the
want?
completion, whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water inside.
Look,
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pulls it in. It's McClure. Didn't pick up a lot there. Going forward just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
yeah. Hey, guess what, y'all?
But he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
My bad.
From the gun, running back on the move. And the
I didn't want anything.
holds firm. No pickup at all on that
Your
play.
mama.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have
How you
time
doing
to
today,
go
Onita?
through his progressions. You got to give your QB
How you doing
some
today?
time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there.
I don't know what she done. Just walked in the house.
Showing the arm strength to the left. He's got an open man.
Well,
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Tigers had this offense rolling. Flushed out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Hauls it in. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing.
yeah, she done ate all tonight ice cream, so now you're blaming me like I ate her ice cream.
Easy pitch, easy catch.
He just tossed that one out of bounds before
Like I eat her ice cream, her nasty ice cream.
plays here on 3rd down.
Blame me and her grandma ate it.
Home crowd going absolutely bananas. Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Hey, where your boyfriend at?
First down. First down. First down. Just
And
continue.
why are you Houston without him?
Together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal.
And what you're in Houston for?
Get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a crease, it's West. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. D showing blitz, they might be bluffing. They give it to him again. Breaks the tackle. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Payne. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Fires downfield. Complete to the right. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's McClure. Turning it on. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's McClure. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Looking downfield, it's Payne. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Under fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's West. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Now the play fake. Finds his big tight end. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Bring in the heat. On a little time, lets it go. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking for a man. It's Payne. Here's a heat. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Looking for more room. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense takes matters into its own hands. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Give to the back. Runs through a tackle. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances. Get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game. But right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Tigers will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's West. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Got his man on the right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Alabama quickly back to the line.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like...
No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long. There he goes. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Wants to go up top on first down. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for space, it's McClure. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The sure hands, it's McClure. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. With the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one ought to give them firm control with this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Payne. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Little. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team?
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Complete to the right. At the 35, he's open. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Firing toward the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. He's got it down the right side. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Now they'll run it on the toss. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's McClure. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.